refresh the water from my various pots, because if you don't, this thing will happen. Look at that. That's a mosquito larvae, and we don't want dengue in our homes. So this is where we get most of our cuttings to put in the water planters. It's just Pothos and Philodendron Ceylon. That's the green. Everything's green here, sorry. It's the plant with the lobed leaves that Ate Amor is now cutting so that we can put it in one of our bigger vases. Aba, syempre nag-project pa ang ate mo. So here are the plants that I have scattered around the house and gathered today so I can refresh it. I do this probably twice a year. So to refresh it, I will just need to cut off the roots, cut off some dead leaves, maybe replace some of the plants, and add some vinegar to water to prevent mosquito larvae and other insects from breeding inside the bottle. Okay, let's go. So now we need to make space for all of the plants. What we first need to do is to check on the plants. See here, I haven't watered this in a while. I haven't added water in a while. It's usually up to here. You can also see that there are dried leaves that need to be cut off. And it's a bit dusty. So only for purposes of this demonstration, I'm going to use this Muji timba, of course, and water from this pitcher, as well as vinegar mixed with water in this planter. Mixing the vinegar with water will prevent mosquito larvae from breeding in the water. Okay, so let me put this aside. Let's start with this one. Let's start with this. So if you look at the roots, they're quite grown. There are dead leaves, so we'll cut those off. Okay. So I'm just using like regular garden shears. Cut off the roots. See? This is turning yellow, so it means it's about to get rotten. So I cut those off too. Here, you have to cut off between two nodes. So I'm gonna cut it here. Okay, so you leave that there. That's where roots like this will grow. So we'll check the size. It's a bit long. Cut this again. This one grew something at the end of it, but it's underwater. So we're going to have to cut this off. If you see here, if you cut, then new plants will grow out of it. Again, just refreshing the stem, cutting off some of the roots, air roots, so it looks prettier. You can also cut off this lower leaf because it's going to get submerged in the water, and that's going to make it not be pretty. So this one is crazy how it grew. But we'll keep it because it's growing new leaves. If you see here, zoom mo. If you see here, the stem has really melted. I don't know. It's rotten na. See? So we're gonna cut those off. So does it look pretty? We'll see. Okay. So lastly, we have this one. It's a bit too long again. I'm gonna cut it. Okay, I think that looks okay. So we'll add water. But this is just plain water. We're adding it. Then we're adding the one with vinegar. So now we'll put this here. No need to be very particular about it. I just chuck it in. Okay. So now you don't have to touch this again for like maybe 6 months. That will be fine. Just top off the water when it gets low. So this one, you see it's dusty. There are a lot of brown tips. So we need to move it. So we need to replace this na. Earlier in the morning, I asked Kuya Buwang and Ate Amor to cut off new plants from our so again, we'll get rid of this water. Plus, add in our vinegar mix. So, for the fresh ones, what we want to do is to cut it diagonally. So, there's more water coming in. It's usually good to have 3. What's called the rule of thirds. Again, cut it diagonally. So this is one of the older. So now it looks pretty. Okay. What else? So for this one, it's actually a bit overgrown. You see that there's a lot of roots. So we'll just refresh it, remove some of the dead ends. Okay. So we'll just cut this. Remove that. Refresh, you know. If you see yellowing parts like that, it means it's time to cut it off. Cut it where the green part is, so it can grow better. Okay? Then just pick off some of the yellow leaves. We don't like that because they look old. Okay. Again, we empty it in this bucket. These are all the plants that I've refreshed, cut off the dead leaves, yellowing stems, overgrown roots. And I don't have to do this again for another 6 months. What I just need to do is to top off the water when it gets low. And that's it.
If you want more content like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you!